This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. They will find the rookie from Iowa State. That's Hakeem Butler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. On first down, Drake. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd and 9, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
6-6, pull it high. Check, lucky. Stay hot.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, defense, let's go. Switch. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Deuce. Check 26, check 99.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone. Possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 51. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Murray now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. 6,
Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
check 3. Show it up. Show it up. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Hold. 59. Mike is 59.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11. 12, fellas, here we go. You got 3. Shift! Watch the shift! Kill. Check 3. Check 52.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 58, come on. Watch the screen. Hey, alert! Watch twist.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Here we go.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Check. Tight dog. 1, Omaha. Safety creep. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Ready. 60 out low. 54. Right, 54. Watch the run. Hey, check 23.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Murray. He finds his man Johnson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
11.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down, Arizona.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He's coming. We got double up. 13.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, alert 3.
They will run again with Coleman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this is caught by Williams.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Murray now, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Murray now able to find Isabella. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
And the Cardinal first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, it's Drake looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go. Like 20!
58's the mic.
12.
58's the mic. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
56. I got him.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
He's crashing.
21, 21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
White, white, white.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill.
On third down, it's Coleman. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
11, 11.
Bang, bang.
They'll run it with Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
And I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
21, 21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Silver.
6.
58, Mike.
I got this.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Cardinals.
Here's Murray from midfield. Open man completes it to Butler. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 54 Mike. Check. Watch. Wait. Here we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense.